Hey guys, Dylan here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. And today's video is going to be about one thing and one thing only, and that is my favorite social media app. So before I discuss what my actual favorite social media app is, I kind of wanted to look up what social media means by definition, because the app I'm choosing is not a super commonly used app. I kind of wanted to just look up what the definition is and make sure this app actually fits in terms of social media. But I definitely think this app is social media, and I think it definitely fits in with other social media apps. So according to Google, social media by definition is a website or application that enables users to create and share content or participate in social networking. So basically, when I'm thinking of social media, I'm thinking of apps that I'm able to share my ideas or what I'm doing, share pictures, share posts, and anything along those lines. And the social media app that I think of as my favorite social media is Strava. Yes, that's right. My favorite social media isn't Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or whatever. It is Strava. And this is an untraditional app in the sense that I don't think a lot of people would necessarily think of this as social media. And I don't think a lot of people even know what it is in the general public. So I kind of want to explain what it is and why I like it so much and why it's my favorite social media. So first things first, what is Strava? So basically, Strava is a social networking app for athletes. And the different activities that you can log on Strava are running, cycling, swimming, hiking, walking, skiing, and so many other different forms of exercise. What makes this app super cool is you can follow other people and see all their activities that they've done and how active they've been and what kind of runs or bike rides or swims they've been doing or any sort of activity. And you can also post your own activities right on the app. And along with your activity that you're posting, you can also add a title to your activity. You can post a caption and explain what your activity was about. You can write whatever you want. And you can also post photos from your activity or just any photos you want on the app. So it's kind of an Instagram type app for athletes. And before I get into why I like Strava so much, I kind of want to explain a little bit of my background in the sense of why I use the app and how I found out about the app and how I got into using it. So basically, my freshman year, 2 years ago, the summer before my freshman year, I was really starting to get into running, and I decided to join the cross-country team. I began running every day, or 5 out of the 7 days of the week, just running a lot, and I got a GPS watch that allowed me to track my distance and pace and heart rate and all that stuff on my watch. I started looking for fitness apps where I could put that information and kind of keep track of what I was doing and maybe be able to see what other people are doing. And the first app that came up on the App Store was Strava. So basically, I got Strava because I was new to the sport of running and I wanted a place to log all my runs so I could easily keep track of how many miles I was running a week, the kind of paces I was running during my runs, and just overall be able to have everything I needed in terms of all the information for my workouts in one place. So now let's move on to why I like Strava. The first reason I like Strava is because of the features it has that really helped me become the best runner I can be. Down to the basics, Strava has everything I need in terms of analytics that allow me to be a great runner. These features include showing me the maps for my runs, the elevation for my runs, my heart rate during my runs, pace during my runs, my cadence during my runs, and that is really helpful to look back on after my runs to see, was I working too hard? Could I have pushed a little harder? And I think when you're training really hard, it's really good to have those reminders to keep you in check with your training, and it helps you to just check in and see how you're doing with your training. And the app really, really aids that, which is awesome. Strava also makes it really easy for me to look back on my past runs within the past week, all the way back to the past couple months and years. I'm able to see what training worked for me or what I did in the past that didn't work. So the second thing I love about Strava, wow, the lighting's really good here. So the second thing I like about Strava is the community group aspect of the app. And what I mean by this is, first of all, you can follow other people and see all their activities, their runs, their bike rides, swims, whatever they may be doing. You can see all their workouts on their app if they make it private or they let you follow you. And I think it can really motivate you when you see other people working hard or when other people congratulate you for working hard. I think that's really awesome. Another awesome community and group building feature on Strava is Strava groups. These are basically groups that people can join. Within the group, you can post stuff that anyone in the group can see, and all your workouts will be shown in the group's activity feed. There's leaderboards that show who's been doing the most mileage, whether it be biking or running or swimming, whatever it may be, whatever the group type is. It's fun to see if other people are working hard, and it's fun to congratulate them for that. And instances where this is really fun are things like, for example, my high school cross-country team, we have a Strava group for anyone part of the cross-country program, and we're able to check in on each other for training and just see what everyone else is doing, and that is really fun, and it allows people to connect over the exercise and all this hard work, which is really awesome. The third thing I like about Strava is how it helps with goal setting. If you have the premium version, allows you to set goals for weekly mileage so you can see how many miles you ran or biked or whatever activity you did in that week. If you're setting goals for yourself, you're keeping yourself motivated and you have a clear view of how much you want to do that week and how much you want to work out. And I think Strava does a great job of doing that, and I really like using that feature. Let's go outside for the last few tips. Alright, so for the fourth thing I like about Strava, let's talk about the amazing virtual competition that you can be a part of. So on the Strava app, there are all sorts of challenges you can join, such as virtual 5Ks, things like running 100 miles in a week or running 100 miles in a month, or whatever you can think of. There probably is a challenge for it. And basically, anyone can enter these challenges, and if they complete it, they get the badge, and it shows on their Strava profile that they completed this challenge. And the reason I love these virtual challenges so much is that it allows you to compete with people you don't even know, or compete with large amounts of people, thousands of people. I think that's such a cool thing. It's so gratifying when you're able to compete in a low pressure setting where it doesn't really matter how well you compete, but you're still able to compete and see how you do. And I think being able to compete with other people around the world is a really cool thing and builds the Strava community even more. Alright, we're back inside, and this is the last and honestly most important reason why I like Strava so much. And that is the positivity that comes with the app. And I think social media is such a dangerous place these days because there's so much negative energy on the apps, on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it may be, Facebook. There's so much negativity that you can find on the app that can really bring people down and make the app less fun to use and even stress people out. And I think that's where Strava just hits a home run because this app is so positive. I've never encountered any negativity on this app. And it's basically just an app where you can show off how your fitness has been going and look at other people's fitness and like their posts and comment on their posts and give them gratification for what they're doing. And I think the fact that Strava is so positive and everyone's almost like in this together just makes the app so much fun to use, and that is why Strava is my favorite app. So the consensus is basically, if you like exercising, if you like social media, I highly recommend you get Strava. Such a cool app, so fun to use, and I think you guys will really enjoy it if you get it. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and let me know any feedback in the comments of what you'd like to see, or if you like the video and this kind of discussion video in general. I'm going to try to post every day this week, so yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.